This is Willie. Willie, what's your whole name?
Willie Hallie Goble.
And you married?
Sam Lofton.
Alright, and when were you born, Willie?
1925.
And your birthday?
December the 4th.
And you grew up where?
In Ardell County.
And you eventually moved over to Catawba County where you live now. How old were you when you moved over here?
I was in the 3rd grade in school.
How many brothers and sisters did you have?
I have had 3 brothers that lived and 2. I don't know. It's the Ethel and May and Lib and Helen and Jeeber.
So you had 5 sisters that lived.
5 sisters that lived. And I had Esteline and
Doris.
Doris that died, and maybe another 2, and then I had a brother, Louis, that died. I don't know if it's any more than that or not.
Alright, what kind of work did your daddy do?
He farmed all our life until he come over here, and then he farmed after he come over here until he farmed a year or 2 maybe after we moved from Pump Ellis to Murphy Jones, and then he went to work at the sawmill for Murphy, so I think we quit farming then.
When you say you farmed, what kind of farm work did your family do?
We had cotton and corn.
And did you ever pick cotton and corn?
Oh yeah, yeah. I had to work in the fodder thing overnight, bundling up that fodder and all that stuff.
Now you were the next to the youngest. You and Elgiva were the 2 youngest of the children.
Yeah.
So sometimes when the children were in the farm, you were actually home with your mama, weren't you?
Yeah, we would, when we lived in Ardell, my mama would stay at home and cook dinner, and then me and her, we would carry it to the field and feed them, and then we'd work that evening in the field.
You said you did remember your grandpa Jacob Goble, but could you tell us what you remember about him?
I just remember him coming down the road, and he was awful skinny, and I told him, there comes a man, I don't know who he is. And it was my grandpa Jake Goble. And that was the only time I ever seen him that I knew of.
I think you said he was dark-skinned too, didn't you?
Yeah, he was dark-skinned. My daddy was always dark-skinned. My daddy said he was Dutch and German. And I think that's maybe where the dark skin come in at.